Now, joining us, and you can see by the size of my smile on my face, is a good friend of the show and just an incredible human being. He's a rapper, he's a songwriter, he's an entrepreneur, he's a record producer, and he fills it up. Cassper Nyovest is back, known as Mr. Fill Up for a reason, currently on an incredible tour, a first in fact, and he's here to tell us all about it. But first, can we just get this out of the way because I can feel the energy. Can we give this man a round of applause? Welcome back to the studio, boy.
Thank you,
So good to have you here.
you.
I'm generally like tracking you down somewhere, doing some crazy thing. This is probably the craziest of them all.
Yeah.
This is an African tour.
Yeah.
African artists.
Yeah.
Selling out. Does this feel like a level up for you? Because there have been a lot of significant level ups over the last couple of years.
It feels fun more than anything. Thank you for having me.
We love
You're
it.
such a nice guy, man. Every time I meet you, it's like such positive energy.
You fill me up, dude, but you don't
Yeah,
understand. It's validation for me, bro.
I appreciate it, man. It's been a lot of fun, me and Nasty touring. He's a bit younger than me. He's such a great guy, great artist. We actually just both dropped albums on the same day, and we didn't plan it, so I'm in a great space. You know, collaboration is very, very important in our space, and it doesn't happen too often, so it's special to be collaborating with another rapper and just, you know, going around the world and having fun.
And literally around the world.
Yeah.
And there is something really special about the way that this has been formed through this African channel. And I know you're touching on some European spaces, so the Sappers abroad still get to plug in. Does it feel different this time? And I know we often speak about this because the music feels different these days. I think it matters more to the fans, and I think it matters more to you guys now. We appreciate it so much more. How much more do you appreciate what you've achieved when it manifests like this? When you get to fill up a stadium in another country and it's in Africa?
It's a great story, man. For me, when I was young, I was very, very ambitious and adamant to like blow up in America and Europe and stuff. But like the older I got, the more I started appreciating my continent, and the more I started understanding what my story means to my people. So going to another country and being appreciated like that in Africa is overwhelming, and it's heartwarming, you know? It's a great pat on the back. And also with hip-hop, you know, it's like a genre that might not be doing too well in SA and in Africa. Everybody likes dance music.
Yeah, Nasty was like Afrobeat, spitting the word Afrobeat.
Yes, no. So like, for me, just to rap and for people to appreciate these expressions it's beautiful, man. It's something that I appreciate. I don't take.
And they know every word.
They know every word, man. And some countries, because I also rap in my mother language, some countries I wonder what they hear and how they remember these words that they might not understand. So it's crazy. Music is really like an international language.
It's universal, bro. It's completely... I'm glad you touched on the hip-hop thing, because I was putting this to Nasty earlier as well. I mean, being a little bit more advanced in years, you get to look back. You have the power of hindsight and retrospect to look back. Do you worry about these ebbs and flows? Because people talk about hip-hop like it's here and it's gone.
Yes.
It's always there. And it's always been there.
Yeah.
It's a cultural standpoint. It's not just a genre of music. It involves so much more.
I do. I mean, for me, it's become a point of therapy. Yes, like to me, it's no longer just a music or a genre thing or culture. Like if I don't put these words down, it's, you know, because
the beast will out. You got to do it, man. Yeah.
And you know, like social media is also not a great outlet. Sometimes you want to say things, and like social media is just like, for me, it's like a circus.
It's a lens, it's clickbait, it's not what people think it is. It's a representation of. And you guys still have personal lives. You still go through some pretty hectic stuff. And I know, I think sadly, a lot of the time when you and I are connecting, it's about that sort of stuff. Because it's been a crazy time, dude. The world is normalizing in whatever this new normal is. And we are seeing, I'm meeting, you can check the Goosebumps Rising, I'm meeting young South Africans, young Africans who have a better idea of what Africa is now than any of us with our baggage and the lens that we kind of look through.
And our trauma.
Yeah, completely, bro. And we are processing that trauma, and I think you guys don't realize how much you help everyone process just by them seeing you talking about these things, hearing you process that kind of stuff. When you connect with a global community, a village like this, because you seem light. You seem like that's the best way to describe it, bro. You seem so much lighter than I've seen you in a while, which is a beautiful thing to see. Are you filled with hope right now?
I am, bro. I'm very positive. Like I was talking to you earlier, sometimes I feel like I'm too happy. It's a bittersweet thing because being too happy is a good thing, but also being worried about being happy is not a good thing. So it's like
where
weird.
Does that come from? Yeah.
You know, so I've been having a great time, you know. My son's healthy, like, you know, my family's healthy. I'm in a good space. I'm hopeful. You know, I look forward to tomorrow, and I feel like my future is bright. You know, I feel like things are coming together, like everything I've been working on and manifesting, you know, is coming together. I'm very light, like you're saying. It's like I'm not as worried as I used to be.
Used to be, yeah.
But it's funny because now I'm worried about being
just
happy.
waiting for the next COVID to come along, but don't worry, you're not alone in that sense. And I think I was also joking off air that maybe it's a generational thing of, I think very much men in our space have that kind of feeling. But things have shifted. There is something different. Now, you feeling different when you talk about the album, when you talk about the creative part of that process, has that changed as a result of what's shifting within you?
Definitely. I used to second judge myself. A lot, yeah. But now I trust myself. I feel like my first thought is the one.
Yeah.
The first lyric is one that came, is the one that I'm gonna go with. Usually I used to overthink and change it too many times and just think about also, like, you know, when you have experience, you think about what the song could do commercially and, you know, all of that stuff.
You kind of have to, at a phase of your career, you've got to think about the commercial and the algorithms and the radio play and, man.
So I don't care anymore. It's just my expressions, like, man, someone might feel like this, and if I can find two people is enough.
100%. Well, it's that individual that you help, that one person. Like, there's a million people watching, but it's a million individuals.
True.
You're going to get back on stage, bro. Durban is very special.
Yeah.
For I know for Nasty as well. I think I could see his eyes like misting up.
Yeah.
How cool is it that this tour is going there, and what can the crowd expect, man?
Great energy. We were there the other day just looking at the venue and planning how we wanted to set up the stage. And it's Nasty's home.
Yeah.
So it's very special for him. And also as a fan of his music, I'm also looking forward to seeing him perform at home, you know?
Yeah.
We went there to one of the universities, just gate crashed it, and man, like, kids lost their minds.
Different level, eh?
And I was just like, and he went on first, and like these kids were singing word for word, and I'm like, what do I do after that? He's like,
yeah, you might have met him.
We have this moment, me and Nasty, we're like, yo, imagine our kids, like later on when they're older, talking about like what their fathers did on this day, you know? So it's really dope. I'm very excited about Durban.
My brother, thank you for making us a part of your Whistle Stop African Global Tour. We love it, man.
Thank you.
We're going to let you go get back on that throne, my brother. We love you so much. Of course, tickets are, if they're not sold out already, are going to fly. Make sure you get there. These are the kind of moments that hip-hop culture is created around. If you love the music, get there. Plug into this moment. And if you're a fan of this man and you're a fan of Nasty C, I have a feeling you're going to get a singular performance. So enjoy it, soak up every second. My brother, we love you. We love this version of you. And keep doing what you're doing, man. Enjoy.
Thank you, G. Peace.
Sure. Makasana volume daso le nthatsetsa thata bafana you too loud. And then my dad I don't tshwaretse stuff sa dipoko le piri tsa 2000. Lona le nchebile nkare le batla go phagama you wanna do some. When o tswela ntse khotlana le nna ke bontshe sepoko sa Tupac. A ke re le dumela le bone.